Hi YouTube. This is a really interesting product that I got the other day. It basically is a solution for my daughter to finish her meals on time. So that's the idea anyway. So what it's a struggle that many of us parents deal with. Kids just don't do their thing as they're supposed to, and they just sit on it. So one of the things that I was thinking about is how do you solve this? How do you you can go after kids, you can keep reminding them, but they're kids are kids. So we thought, hey, maybe we can put up a timer. So we have a little speaker, a smart speaker, and you set up a timer, and it starts bleeping and it says, hey, time is over, you need to finish your meal or whatever. But then this idea came into my head to actually use a sand clock, because it's very visual. It allows a child to visually see, and then if I have a 6-year-old, so obviously at that age they don't really know how to tell the time, but it just gets them familiar with the concept of time. And I thought it's an interesting idea that's worth probably sharing. So I went on eBay and looked it up and found that there are all sorts of sand clocks available out there. One of my primary concerns was, because these sand clocks are usually made up of glass, and this is going to be used with children in mind, I wanted something that is fairly safe. And so this seemed to be a good compromise, because it's always going to be made up of glass. Unfortunately, I did look up if there's anything available on plastic, but couldn't really see anything. So it is glass, but the dimensions on this thing is pretty good. One thing that I wanted to tell you guys is that it comes in various time intervals. So if you want a 1-minute timer or a 5-minute timer, 15, 30, whatever it might be, it gives you multiple options. The one that I picked is a 30-minute timer. So that's typically what each exercise, whether it's finishing a meal or whatever, typically takes her. So the idea is that as she starts her meal, you're just gonna put the clock in front of her and say, here's the sand running, it's time to finish your meal. So we'll see how she responds to that, but I wanted to share this with you guys. This is something I picked up on eBay. It's sold for like a little under $4, so it's fairly cheap. And the quality on this thing actually surprised me. For $4, I thought it will not be as, but I like the way it's constructed. It is glass, but it's fairly small. And with smaller the object, it becomes that much more safer. At least that's my thought. So this one is a 30-minute. I actually did time it before I created this video to see how accurate this is. It's fairly accurate, in terms of its a 30-minute span. Works really well for what I have in mind. So you just turn it down, and in 30 minutes, all that sand at the top should all land up here. It is very fine sand. I like the idea that it's plastic here. So if accidentally you drop or something, it's not going to easily break. But obviously it's glass, so it can only take so much punishment. So anyway, just a quick video I want to share with you guys, see what you think about it. It sells for like I said, $3-4, and I think it's a good way to introduce the idea of time to children instead of a timer or a clock, because it's so visual. Doesn't get as more fundamental than this. So thank you for watching the video. If you liked it, please comment down below. If you have any questions, let me know. Thank you.